New developments in the landmark SEC versus Ripple lawsuit, raising questions as to how the case is going to end, not just for Ripple, but for the thousands of investors who own the XRP token. Joining us now is former chair of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission and author of Crypto Dad, Chris Giancarlo, along with, of course, our very own Charlie Gasparino. Chris, you've said publicly you don't think XRP should be regulated as security. So why is the SEC so adamant about this?
It's great to be with you, Cheryl. Thanks very much. Charlie, good to see you.
Good to see you, Chris.
You had Chairman Gensler on just, I think, a few days ago, and he made it very clear he wasn't going to comment on an ongoing enforcement matter. The same applies to former chairman as much as it does to current chairman. What I would say is, before the SEC launched its enforcement action against XRP and Ripple, I penned an op-ed along with my colleagues from Wilkie Farr and Gallagher in an international law review applying the same approach we would have taken when I was at the CFTC to analyze XRP under the so-called Howey test. And we came to the conclusion in that 2020 article that it wasn't a security, and I stand behind that article today. But as for commenting on that specific action, once it's in front of the court, it's not for me as a former chair to handicap how the judge may rule in this case.
Well, Chris, this case, the Ether is not before the court right now. At least it's before the court of public opinion and whether it is a security. But let's unpack this a little bit. Gary Gensler has consistently sidestepped the question if XRP is a security, because remember, they did some of the similar things they did on Ether, which is sell the token to help build out their platform, thus making it an investment in the SEC's view, obviously not your view. Then why isn't Ether a security? Because they did an ICO to help out help at some point build the Ethereum blockchain. So I guess my question to you, Chris, is if the SEC wins this case, does Gensler have to go back in time and basically consider Ether a security and ding the Ethereum people?
Well, it's the right question to ask, Charlie. And in my book, I talk about our analysis and our work with the SEC back in 2019 when I was chair of the CFTC and Jay Clayton was at the SEC, and our work looking at Ethereum. And it was the Ethereum precedent that we looked at in 2020 after I left the commission, in coming to the conclusion that XRP is not a security.
XRP Future Millionaire. It's 8:31 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. In the last half hour, XRP got one surge of volume and it came up to, which often happens with XRP, it does things like this. We came up to just under 83 cents. I came on last night and said I could see us hitting 83 cents. I thought likely any upside would be capped about 804 overnight, which it was until about a half hour ago. And we got a surge of volume, one. We'll see how this 30-minute candle goes, but this was kind of out of nowhere. And with the way the broader market's performing, this is like XRP to do that. XLM's up 0.85%, XDC's up 1.12%. So let's start from the top. I have a little more of that clip to finish. I'll end this on that clip. But I just wanted to show you and set it up. It's fantastic. You heard what the former chair said. So, I mean, we can already see that this is all BS, but I always try to show you guys intel. So, with Bitcoin, is Bitcoin going to do the same thing as XRP and have a push up and try to push that 40,081? And then ultimately, what we talked about yesterday, can we get up here at all and try to hit this point? That's where I thought we could get up to. Nothing more. I don't think we're going to get any higher than that if we do push up. I'm not even sure if we can push up there, as XRP looks like a giant fake out for the rest of the market. But if XRP's telling the market anything, you could see the potential retest, like with ALGO. If it decides to do the same thing as XRP, that retest would be about 92 cents. So I was just looking at a few of these, but I think XRP's an outlier. It's the exception, or it's not the outlier, it's the exception to the rule until we see something else. But I could totally see a little bit of a bounce here on Saturday, whether it's 4 or 5%. But you do have a little bit of a, you are seeing a little bit of a setup where they're trying to pull up just a tiny bit here. Now, the volume hasn't been great, obviously, so we're going to have to be very careful if you were going to try to take a sneaky swing trade across the board based on XRP. But it's definitely, I could definitely see some of these maybe turning around a little bit because it is Saturday. Futures are closed, thinner trading. Like something like Mana. I could see Mana coming up and maybe retesting. Where was this at? I seen it yesterday. Probably up here at $3.04. And I'm not a financial advisor. Should you take my advice? Nope. I'm just trying to give you a look at the broader market, what could be happening today. So with Mana, maybe a 6.45% if it comes up and retests that 303 drop point. So just a little look at the broader market. DGB, we're down below the 2145 resistance, but I talked about yesterday how I thought we could come up to 2258 today on Saturday. So yeah, we're looking at a 5 or 6% across the broader market, maybe even up to 10% if we decide to turn up high enough. But this would be an opportunity right now to probably take a stab at the broader market if you have the balls. Excuse my French. Obviously, sitting out and doing nothing is a smart play, but if you're looking for a gamble on Saturday, that's a reversal candle in the 30-minute across the board. Those are engulfing 30-minute candles. So I believe that the broader market's probably going to have a little bit of a pump, maybe 5 or 10%. And these haven't done anything yet. One of them that's done something is XRP, but most of the broader market has not done anything. I think a good way to go as well, and I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to end this pretty quickly so you guys can get in on this if you're thinking, if you think that it might go up just a tiny bit. ADA is a great choice. If the broader market does this, it's in the oversold area in the 4-hourly and in the daily. We're approaching oversold. 4-hour, we're oversold, which could tell us that we're going to make a move back up to. The problem is we might not get past $1 or $1.03, but that's where I would expect us to retest. I expect to retest Saturday from these drop points. I'm not saying it's going to be 15, 20%, but I'm saying we could get 5 or 10% across the broader market. And then XDC still below that critical support. But XDC looks like it's starting to pose itself for maybe a 5-6 move if it can turn this next candle around. So we're going to see. And then XLM's got a nice engulfing candle as well. Had a little bit of volume like XRP. But these can be fake out candles, obviously, guys. But if not, some of these in the broader market might run 5 to 7%. As you've seen with XRP. XLM could move up to 21.9 if it can break that 208 resistance. I will caution you with that. And XRP is at 82.2. It's up against that 83-cent resistance. If it breaks this, we've got 85 cents, which was the start of this smaller cup and handle. And then we got 804 support. If we break through the support, we have 0 chance. So with XRP, we've got to see how this 30-minute candle plays out and see if we can push up any. But just the way the broader market looks and feels, it feels like it's going to trap some people with maybe a 5 to 7% push this morning. Nothing major, but you might see the market flip green. And then that's what we'd be dealing with. But like I said, ALGO is a good choice as well. ADA, if you're looking to take a spot. I would say one of the things we have to look at in the broader market, though, is how THETA's reacting, because THETA's a little bit ahead. And THETA's not reacting very kindly this morning. I think this is where it's going to try its reversal. This is the engulfing. So THETA, I think, is a great play, and it could surprise some people. Because if the broader market does 5%, I think THETA dumped off so much you could get about 10 to 12. So this is no guarantee. This is just my interpretation of the market, and we could, at any moment, flash drop. So pay attention to that. But I always try to give you guys a short-term swing trade. So make sure to hit that like button, turn that bell notification on. If you want to stay on top of the market this morning because it's moving fast, Telegram. Join Tom's Army, $9.99 a month on YouTube. Links in the video description below. You get my exclusive Telegram for free. There's 208 people in here, and it's literally going to put you to the next level. A lot of different minds, a lot of different things, and it'll keep you one step ahead of the market.
So you think Gensler could bring the case if he wins this one against Ethereum?
Again, I don't want to handicap what the SEC might do or not. I just, as a legal precedent, it would be challenging.
Yeah, interesting. Also, the fact that he doesn't comment on it sounds like he's thinking, at least thinking about it. The other thing I have to ask you is, I'm sorry, did I interrupt you?
No, I was going to say, look, in all fairness, there are good reasons why chairs and former chairs shouldn't comment on ongoing cases. It could do damage.
But Ethereum is not an ongoing case unless it is.
No, look, my view is Ethereum falls on the CFTC side of the ledger as a commodity, and that's borne
your
out
view, but
by the work we did.
But, Chris, he won't go there, which makes you think he is investigating. And I'd like to just turn this a little bit. Why is the SEC on your turf or your old turf? I mean, it sounds like...
Okay, guys, so making it sound like the SEC's looking into Ethereum. We all know they have back-end deals with Ethereum, but that's the deal. That's been my argument the whole way. Ethereum had a ICO to start to raise funds, so if they're saying every company or every crypto with an ICO is gone, Ethereum is right there at the top. I'm going to play this last 30 seconds and let you guys go.
Like, all we're talking about is the SEC going into these cryptocurrencies when you guys are at least legally, the main regulator. You're the ones that are supposed to figure out whether it's a commodity or security. You've obviously ruled that you thought XRP was a commodity, at least intellectually you believe that. What does the SEC do? Is this like a power grab by Gensler?
Well, Charlie, you've been around Washington long enough. You know that Washington is just a series of turfs and turf battles.